Oh, sorry. And we're gonna go find Richard Allen's house. Better wind my windows off there. This is the Hoosier Heartland. In Indiana, it's 9:17 a.m. So we just passed under the Hoosier Heartland. Right in front of us is the church. And so there's the Methodist church, right, where we were for the press conference. And we're turning on the 200 north, headed towards Richard Allen's residence. I couldn't get into court. They only let 70 people in. And little HTC and I were like 5 people away from getting in. There's Whiteman Drive. Okay, hold on. So, I want to make sure you guys... So there's Whiteman Drive. And that's Richard Allen's house. So let me... It literally says keep out. 1967 Whitemore Drive. So I do live in Indiana, yes. So we're at Richard Allen's house, and I want to show you how we get here. Okay. To the bridge, to the high bridge. It's pretty much just across that field. Lake Michigan, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. So right here's the Hoosier Heartland, right? So we're just crossing over. And right up this is the back way to the bridge from Richard Allen's house. Now we don't know which way he took. I have another video you can watch where we go like into the private drive, but this leads to the private drive of the high bridge. We'll get close, but then we'll turn around. And then I'll show you guys. So like, this is how close he lived. Yeah, it's a little bit of ways. So literally, if you go straight, that's the high bridge. If you just go straight here. There's the Haynes property. We're gonna turn around because this is
another 10.
All private. Thank you so much, Incom. Appreciate it. You're super sweet, both of you. So like, this is all no trespassing, and that way just goes to the Haynes. The other, like the Standiford or something. I don't remember all the names. It doesn't matter. So now we're heading back out of here. But right there, that's how close from Richard Allen's house to the high bridge. Okay. So if he didn't go to the high bridge this way, we're gonna go around over Wilson's Bridge and then to the high bridge. And I'll show you guys that way. So here we're coming back up on 200, which is the road that Richard Allen lives just off. Little HCC just said how crazy it is.
Just like 3 turns in here.
3 turns in here, you said, yeah. Yeah, it's not.
I thought you would be in like a different county.
Right by the bridge. Craziness. There's another little church, Pine Grove Missionary Baptist. It's cute. Right here's the old railroad. Well, maybe. It's somebody's driveway, but oh, here it is. I see. You can see the trees kind of follow it. Yeah, this is where the old railroad line, the Monon, went through. So right back there's the south end of the high bridge. I mean, he lived super close. So if you go this way, you have to kind of go out and around a bunch to get to the north end of the bridge. And that's what we're doing now. Well, we're going, so from his house to that, we've already passed the bridge, like the short distance between his house and the bridge. This is how, if you took the country route out and around, it's the only other way to get to the north end of the bridge. But the south end of the bridge we already did. So he could have came in, like, we don't know what the vehicle parked at the CPS is all about. We don't know if that was Richard or just some random stranger who hasn't come forward yet. We have no idea. From Richard's house, there's no easy access to the Hoosier Heartland, which would be faster to get to the north end. You know, it might not matter how fast it was for him to get to the bridge, considering, you know, he had to work on. I mean, did he? At the very least, he was headed out there to abduct or rape somebody, right? At the very least. He wasn't just going to the high ridge to take a stroll and was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to murder some kids. There was definitely some kind of intention going out there that was nefarious, malicious. I know, it's getting a little hard. The signal's a little bad. We just crossed over Wilson's Bridge. You can see Deer Creek down there. Kind of.
Is around Logan's house?
Yes. That's a pretty house. You can park at that bridge, I guess. There are places to pull off. It'd be a long trek through that cold ass water. You can see it right over there. Going too fast. I think a lot of these properties are mirrors. Carroll Manor. Oh, join us in supporting. So here's a little joggy jog in the road. That's somebody's private. Walk the bank up? No. I mean, maybe if he knew that woods and that river really well, yes, you could, but I doubt it. I've walked back there, and it's interesting. Maybe I'll put that video up also, but so we're coming up. Here's the graveyard, right? There's the ravine that leads back to the bridge. where the girls were dropped off. Sorry, I zoomed by. It comes up on you quick. And there's the actual trail itself. You can see very clearly. So you could just be driving by and see people walking on that trail. No problem at that point. Yeah, there it is again. So right there is the Freedom Bridge. Here's the pathway. And there's the old lot for the CPS building. So you can see kind of the whole circle. From Richard Allen's house. To CPS, and then just kind of around the whole thing. Let's see here. We can keep going. My arm's getting tired though. So that's where you park. That's the Freedom Bridge parking area. There's the walking bridge to that part of town. Now to the right is just leads us to downtown Delphi. So let's go. Let's go. I'll show you guys. Come with me.
It will lead right to the CPS.
What, buddy?
It will lead right to the CPS.
Yeah, it does. It leads right to... We went in the CVS this morning because I forgot an SD card for my drone, but their prices are stupidly high, so I didn't buy one. It'll be fine. Besides, you just get to come on this journey with us. But it was weird, you know. The ladies working there probably worked every day with Richard Allen. And kind of get to see how close it really all is. It's a little bumpy and crazy. They don't have the best roads here. And I don't have the best suspension probably either. Yeah, you can, there's all kinds. If you turn left at this light, there Riley Park is just down the way a little bit, which leads back out to Richard Allen's.
He's about to come out, I think.
Oh, maybe he's about to come out. Do you see the van, or is that a truck?
Hold on.
That's everybody waiting.
Yeah, yep. Oh, look.
Oh, look, they're transporting him right now. He just came out. Fascinating. All right. Well, that means it was short. And they're taking him back to wherever they're taking him back to.
When was it supposed to end?
turn around. Well, I mean,
This is only 30
that's
minutes.
it. That's all there is. So I will find out what we find out pretty soon. Look out for Frank and Randy and Rick to go live and talk about their experience inside the courthouse.